And we are back, sports fans. And we are going to see what's going to happen this turn. Now, I'm going to show you this one roll. I'm going to get these guys back in their tanks with a motivation test. No. And no. So there's two more German tanks that did not get back. Those guys just do not want to get back in their tanks this game. I tell you, frustrating. Very, very frustrating. So it looks like we're going to go back over here to this right flank. And we got all these British tanks coming up the middle. What to do, what to do. I know one thing, those Panzer Grenadiers in the middle there, they need to get out of Dodge or go hide or something because they're going to get wiped. So I do want to take out that other 17-pounder uprange with that Tiger. He is my biggest threat right now with the Tiger. We're going to see where this goes. I had a great comment from one of our subscribers about using smoke on those 25-pounders. Definitely going to use smoke at some point here. You can use direct smoke, direct fire smoke anytime through the game. Those 25-pounders have a 24-inch range direct firing. So they can fire, they can defend themselves against oncoming tanks and units. You can only do one smoke bombardment per game, so I'm going to use that smoke bombardment, I think, turn 6 on those 88s, those German 88s, to help those British tanks. So hold tight, folks. Turn 6, I think we're going to see some smoke bombardment fired at those German 88s. So definitely going to go for a shot at the 17-pounders. So here's where it's looking right before our shots are fired. So we're going to do 2 firing lines, the Panzer IIIs, the Panzer IVs, the German 88s, which are set up as anti-tank guns. They really do not have a clear line of sight. They've got a great range, 40-inch, just like the Tiger tank. But there's no clear line of sight. There's just no hitting the oncoming tanks until they get closer. So I took the transports, put them on the other side of the palm grove, and the other troops dug into the palm grove. Right, so that's about the best I could do. So here's where we ended up. One bailed out tank. That's all the Germans could muster over there. I tell you, that left flank of the Germans just isn't doing diddly squat. I'm really frustrated with it. I'm gonna have to rework this list for sure for the next battle, guys. So basically the Tiger fired at the 17-pounder, and since he's over 16 inches and they're in a fortified position, he could not get a hit. He needed 6s and missed both shots. Okay, here come the British. Let's see what we're going to do here. We're definitely going to just stick with the game plan. We've committed up the middle there. And the Brits are going to expose that opening right up the middle. So, figuring the maximum movement, 24 inches. The Crusaders get 20 inches. So I'm going to move them at my maximum. I'm not going to be able to get any shots off. I really wouldn't have much luck at this point. Anyways, I'm looking to just try to push completely up the middle, up past those buildings by where my cheat sheet is, and then literally just come up and get up behind them and take that church right off the bat before those Panzer III and Panzer IVs get a chance to react. I'm thinking by turn 6 the German Panzer IIIs and IVs are going to have to completely disengage the Grants and react, if they can get unpinned, that is. So this is turning into a really, really good match. I love it when it's like this. Following up with the infantry there so we can get those guys in position, get them dismounted to take the church. Alright, just checking my movement there. That's why I love these cards, guys. They're so handy, and you can move them around. Sometimes I'll put 3 or 4 of them in my hand, and I can just go from one side of the board to the other and just rifle through them and quickly just see what my my tank armor is, and those types of things that I need at a moment's notice. Alright, going up with the Crusaders are going up. So basically the honeys are being used as a screen for the Crusaders. Now, I know what you're thinking. That Tiger is going to disengage those 25s and re-engage those Brit tanks, and that's probably what the German is thinking about. Now, you notice there by my left hand where the Panzer Grenadier unit moved. They're going straight for those 25-pounders. Alright, now there's that spotter for the 25-pounder, guys. I got my right hand on. Now I'm trying to figure out, I've got to get him in a position so round 6 he can get a good line of sight at those 88s and fire a smoke bombardment. So that's what I'm kind of prepping for here. I'm kind of not too worried about the 25-pounders right now. They can use direct fire to defend themselves some at those oncoming vehicles. And I also have another platoon of British infantry. I'm going to start moving to that left flank to act as a rear guard for those 25-pounders. And you'll see here, I'll start moving those Brit infantry units up the middle, but then I change my mind and I move them more towards the British command post. It just takes some doing. Don't let your opponent, when you're playing, guys, especially for the first couple times as a new player, don't let your opponent rush you. Unless you're playing timed games like a chess match where you have a time clock and you have to move within 5 minutes or 3 minutes. And those are fun games. If you've ever not tried that, it's a really good way to play to speed up the game. Alright, so I rolled my dice there to get the airplanes to come in. I need a 4 or better, and I think I got a 6. So we're definitely going right after those Panzer IIIs again. They're just pounding and pounding and pounding those Panzer IIIs into submission. So, Hurricanes, the end analysis, Hurricanes are mediocre. Okay, we'll see what here from the ground level. The British move. You can see my Jeep coming up there in front. He basically just cut right in front of that British truck. Got my other 17-pounder units in position to act as a defense. And you can see there that I brought that infantry unit with their universal transports over to help give the 25-pounder some support. But I gotta say, guys, I'm really surprised for this many months playing these Brits that they're fun to play. And I tell you, these Grants, if you can get them to stand their ground, since they have so many shots from both those guns, they can really hold their own. They really can. Okay, that 17-pounder actually took out that Tiger 1. He is gone out of the picture. Also, the Grants bailed another Panzer IV, and the aircraft took out a Panzer IV. Pretty incredible over there, guys. The Hurricanes actually took someone out for once. And this other platoon of Grants took out another tank. So we got 1 bailed, 2 destroyed. The Germans are technically down to 3 tanks over there.